Hey everyone, thanks for joining. I'm going to jump right into it here. We went to the bake shop in Girdwood, and they're famous for their sweet buns. But I actually chose the omelet, which is filled with potatoes, bacon, and onion. And I'll tell you, this is the best omelet I think I've ever eaten. It was so light and fluffy with the sourdough toast. It was quite the combination. Of course, we took the sweet bun with us in a bag for a little later in the day. So we're walking back to the car and we hear our names called out, and they say, "Hey, it's Lynn and Chris from Joshua Tree." Now, we had met this couple back in February, I think it was, and they've been following our channel. So we agreed to get together in the next day or two. We visited the Alaskan Hotel in the area, which is a beautiful 5-star hotel. There's a hike that we took that's you climb 2,300 feet, and it takes you to the top of the mountain, which is a lookout over everything. At the time, it was a little hazy, so I don't really have any great photographs of that area. But once you get up to the top, you could have lunch up there and drinks, and there's a gift shop and this type of thing. And then you take the tramway back down to the bottom. It was great fun. I thought this was funny. The mountain bikers up here don't carry their water bottles, they carry bear sprays. Okay, now it's time to attend the Forest Fair Parade.
And everything's gonna be alright.
When you walk into the forest fair, they give you this pin that apparently they've been doing that for many, many years. And you can either do one yourself or you can pick one that somebody has already painted. And I picked one that somebody already painted with the trees and the sky and the sun. So happy to be at the forest fair in Girdwood. I bought deodorant. The forest fair is a 3-day event that goes on in Girdwood. It has been going on for 44 years, and everything is handmade. And it's just really in a beautiful setting in the trees, so they have protection from the heat, which this weekend it was very warm, but they also have protection on years when it rains. So we had a really fun time. There's a lot of food vendors and a lot of I'm not for sure how many vendors. Oh boy, I'm rambling. Gotta get rid of some of that.
You guys gotta try it. It's really, really good. It's like cranberry and garlic for like salads and salmon. You can roast with it, marinade, have it with asparagus.
We were so happy to be out of the smoke and out of Moose Pass that we decided to go for a hike up to Crow's Pass. What you can't tell on this section of the trail, though, is there were so many flies, and they were kind of biting you at the same time. So we were literally sprinting up through this section of trail. Once the trail opened up, of course, we were rewarded with these wonderful views back down through the valley. Due to the sprint up the hillside, Anna was feeling a bit tired, and I was telling her, let me just go up a little farther and I'll go look at this mining operation, what was left of it, and take some pictures. And so she wandered up there with me, and then I saw a waterfall up on the hillside. So we managed to both go up just a little bit further, and these trails are fairly steep in this area. But from that angle, then, we were able to see a whole bunch of mountain goats up on the hillside. So it was yet a little bit farther that we would go. We managed to get fairly close to these mountain goats. Well, they were on the trail, so we had to walk right past them. But we made sure we gave them all the space that they needed. I only saw one kid with them, but Mom kept them surrounded and protected the whole time, so it was hard to get a picture of them. Jewel Glacier was only another mile or so farther up the trail, so off we went in search of it. There it is right there. Beautiful sight.
So we've had a great day today here in Girdwood. We hiked to Jewel's Glacier. It was an amazing hike. This part of the hike has not been that much fun. First of all, show them a picture of this cow's parsnip right here.
Here. Right here.
No.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh, can they
This,
see that?
this nice, pretty flower.
Keep walking, keep walking.
That one right there.
Okay, you cannot stop.
Oh, I almost touched it.
You will get a crazy, burn if you rub up against that. And we are this trail is covered in it.
You can see it's pretty narrow right now.
All these flies, they're not mosquitoes, they're flies, but they are all over the place. So, and we're in Alaska, right? I think it's 90 degrees. What the heck? Anyways, that's all I got.
Do you see this great hat of mine?
It's my shirt.
I've got 4 perfectly good hiking hats in the trailer. 4 of them. Do you think we could put one of them in the truck and take one with us? Oh no.
I got mine.
Yeah. Somewhere.
He's just lucky I had an extra shirt.
I think it actually looks kind of nice now that I see it on camera.
Okay.
Won't go that far. Watch out. All right, we got to pay attention to what we're doing. We got like a mile of this stuff.
Ugh.
as mentioned earlier, we met the kindest of people. Chris and Lynn invited us into their home, cooked us an amazing salmon dinner, and we just enjoyed the time together sitting on the porch and tossing stories around. Thank you, Lynn and Chris. We went to the Alaskan Native Medical Center. Not what you thought. We actually went there to visit the gift store. The gift store is cram-packed full of native artisan crafts that they have made. And then at the 5-story hospital, each floor has a display case full of artisan work. And then you go down the stairways and there's little cubby holes full of artisans, crafts. It's just amazing. It's the best display I've ever seen. In a hospital. Go figure. When are we doing it?
Right now.
Oh, okay.
So, what happened today?
So, today we got up bright and early. Did the old routine of emptying tanks and filling tanks, and we took the trailer to the doctor today. And the doctor kept her for about 4 hours, I guess it was. Completely replaced the axles, the brakes, the shackles, everything. Everything underneath has been replaced and brand new. So, interestingly, the old axles are 2 3/8 in diameter, and these are 3 inches in diameter. So, it's a noticeable difference when you look under it. They have a much larger axle now under it. So, and actually as a result of everything, it actually sits up a little bit higher than it used to. I guess over the last month or so it's been slowly sinking, but now it's back up to it's up a little higher than it was because of the thicker axles. Anyways, we're off to Denali. We're on our way. Our first stop will be Talkeetna at an Alaskan birch syrup place. So we'll go see how that looks. Maybe we're gonna have to hang around for breakfast. I don't know.
They have birch ice cream.
Birch ice cream?
Yes. It's supposed to be very good.
Well, there's dinner then, and then we'll have
Birch syrup on pancakes?
for breakfast.
Are they a Harvest Host member?
Well, my understanding is that they just became a Harvest Host member. So we called them. Actually, I didn't call them. You called them.
And they are.
And they are.
All right. Well, maybe we'll show you a picture of what it looks like.
So this scenery right here somewhat depicts it. I'm not so sure if you're catching the grass, but it's like driving in California midsummer because they haven't had rain for 4 weeks. So all their grasses are dying. We've gone by parks and everything like that. It's all dead grass.
The one thing that is really pretty is this fireweed right here, the purple that you can see all along here. And then I guess in the fall it turns red, which I think would be really pretty.
So, the big debate.
No, it's not a debate.
The big conversation is, how long do we stay up here now? Because we've been starting to hear that, the fireweed apparently turns brilliant red. That'd be pretty cool. And then there's tons of aspen and birch and everything else. And we know they got beautiful fall colors also.
And the northern lights.
Ah, the northern lights. So we can't see the northern lights until
August?
Sometime in August, like the second half of August. What to do?
Decisions.
So
Okay.
we've been kind of talking about where could we hide now for a month, just to burn up the calendar a little bit so we can go see the Northern Lights.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Is that it?
I guess that's it for now.
All right.
Okay, what are you supposed to say, Mom?
If you like the video, hit the subscribe button.
Is that all?
Something else.